the Bram Frank crimped and Medusa edged weapons and the Medusa formula. Well, quite honestly, from a pure Medusa perspective, if it comes to using this for the Medusa Edged Weapons System, it's going to be quite effective, even though it doesn't have an edge, doesn't have a point to penetrate, but I still am capable of really causing damage to someone if I need to access something to help me out beyond my empty hands, right? Remember, when you're practicing Medusa, if I'm doing like from a fence here and I shock, my shock, eyes, throat, groin, okay? So I'm here, please stay back, I attack. And then if he's still ambulatory and I pull this out, I'm pretty sure that's gonna have an effect. If I hit him in the eyes, I can probably break ribs. If I hit the throat, that's gonna be a very grievous injury. I can come here, stab into the throat. If I open it up, which we probably wouldn't do, because once we got the weapon in our hand, we don't like to change grips, right? So I'm probably just using it like this in pure Medusa, but it's gonna have an effect, man. This thing hits hard, it's heavy, it's made to have heavy impact, right? I can drive this into the eye, I can smash this into the nose, I can smash this into the throat, and I can just hit here and take whatever I can get, right? And I still have this, I still have this, I still have this. Once I've attached, I can jam this into the groin a bunch of times. Then if that drops his hands, come up top here. If I've wrapped the arm, I can just hammer in. So you definitely can use this with the Medusa formula, just like you can use anything you carry, right? Like I don't have to do Medusa with a knife or with a shank. I can do it with a pry bar. I can do it with the crimped. I can do it with a knife, right? So it depends what I carry. I can apply it with all sorts of different things. So this is just one possibility, and yes, it will work just fine. You just have to keep to the nature of the weapon, not try to just think of stabbing someone, because that is not necessarily what we are all about. Sometimes we're about flashlights. Sometimes we're about our fists, and that's it. Or our natural weapons, I should say. So honestly, if you train Medusa, when you're doing your training, make sure that you don't always go to the weapon, right? If I'm here, I'll use my fence, I'll be telling this guy, stay back, whatever, and I go, right? If I invert him and he hits the ground and I can get to safety, that's where I'll go. I won't stick to him and, or jump on him on the ground and stab him. I won't pull a weapon, but maybe, I'm here and I close, like I'm telling him, look, just stay back. I know he's not gonna let me, right? I know in my heart, he's not gonna let me. So that shock comes first. That shock comes before if I know he's gonna attack, I wanna attack first. And I wanna be violent. And then if this comes out, right? If I hand, and I'm gonna do it until I can get to safety. If he's cowering and screaming and trying to get away from me, Maybe it's time to let go. Maybe I release my latch. It's all situational, but this can be a very, very good weapon for Medusa, even if I don't open it. You know, and when it's open, this doesn't have much more. It gives me more reach, and it's a smaller striking surface, so it'll probably do more damage, especially if you're hitting into the throat in that area there, or if you hit into the eyes. But I really don't need to open this tool to have it be effective. It is effective regardless. It hits like a brick on very small striking surfaces. It will do you well. Do not become hyper-focused on edged weapons with Medusa. The formula is so adaptable to so many different things. All right, thank you.